Hi there. We're talking about differentiation and accommodations and modifications. So to start, differentiation, modifications, and accommodations are different from each other. Differentiation is when we adjust instruction to meet diverse learning needs without changing the learning expectations. This then can include various teaching methods, materials, and even pacing to help students access the same curriculum. Modifications are when we change the content, expectations, or performance criteria by making the curriculum more simple in a way that matches their abilities. So modifications change what a student is expected to learn or demonstrate. Then we have accommodations, which are tools and strategies to help a student access learning or demonstrate knowledge without having to change the learning goals. So accommodations are generally there to support the student's ability to participate in instruction and assessments fairly, equally. So for differentiation, a good time or activity to use with Samari would be during a phonics lesson where Samari works in a small group using multisensory activities and swimming-related vocabulary to practice blends and digraphs while her peers work on grade-level text. And this aligns with our IEP goal without lowering expectations. An appropriate time to use modifications would be if, Samari is given a reading comprehension task. The text might be simplified with shorter sentences or fill-in-the-blank questions to accommodate her current reading level, modifying the complexity of the task. And then with accommodations, an appropriate use for those would be to give Samari extra time on assignments, seated in a low distraction area, so away from distractions, and can have passages read aloud by a peer or another teacher, allowing her access to the curriculum without changing the learning objectives. So with her IEP and the information on the IEP, Samari is good at joining class discussions and noticing details in words, and she really likes swimming. She does need help with hearing and working with sounds and words, especially with blends and digraphs, understanding sentences better, so comprehension, and controlling her impulsive behavior, this is information found on her IEP. The special teaching activities use things that she enjoys, like swimming words. That keeps her engaged, interested, and motivated. They include hands-on and visual tools that match her strength in spotting word patterns. Also to help her with impulsivity and staying focused, the teacher gives friendly reminders and uses simple cues to help calm her down and think before acting or saying. So working in a small group helps because there are fewer distractions, and she responds better to adults when they give her support in smaller settings. So according to Connor, Morrison, and Catch, this approach is supported by research showing that using students' interest in multisensory learning helps improve reading skills. Positive behavior supports like verbal prompts and small group instruction reduce off-task behavior and improve engagement. And also by Tomlinson notes that flexible grouping and tailored instruction help meet diverse learning needs effectively. And that is it.